Alright, I'll show you how to do a radiator on a Cadillac 2014 CTS Luxury. Yeah, it's a 2.0 turbo. Um, what happened is we broke off the surge tank nipple here. Plastic junk. Had a bad fitting here, so I went to replace that and then broke off the plastic nipple here. If you can see how close this plastic is, it's hard to grab with a pair of pliers, virtually impossible. There's actually a plastic piece on here, so before you take the plastic piece off you can't really see it. Well, I tried to cheat and get a pair of pliers in there, and just moving the clip, trying to move the clip over, snap that piece off. So if you have to replace the surge tank hose like I did, or any hose on these fucking plastic things, plastic radiators, take all the guards off, get them out of your way. I'm telling you, just trying to shift this. See how close that is right there? Just trying to get pliers in there, I snapped that plastic piece off. And what I'm actually going to do is put a old school traditional one so I can just get it with a screwdriver and not try to put any tension on that clip. Also, what I bought was a legitimate pair of hose clamp removers. You click it and it locks in place. Then you move the clamp freely. Set it on here. Space. Basically, you can just set it on there and then click it, and it locks. It's locked. So locked open. Now I can slide it back and forth. What I'll do is I'll line it up right where I want it. Well, I'm going to take that clamp off, but when I get it where I want it, I can just release it. $50, but definitely worth it. And then now I'll get back to the radiator. Alright, so changing out the radiator on the 2013 CTS Luxury 2.0 Turbo. This is what it looks like when you tip the hood. Now, like I was saying, that hose clip is right there. So you can't really get it with pliers without breaking it. So I broke it. I changed the whole radiator out. Not a big deal, but here's how it looks. So I'll take all these clips out. And here's our radiator. We had one more thing. Oh, Lord. Okay, so it's just like that. These bolts are in there. So you take that plastic piece off, then you have this. And then you also have another plastic piece here, you'll notice. And what it is, put on underneath, you have this plastic shroud right here. And it's on these little bullshit clips that you can't get off. Okay, you need some magic tool, and I don't have it. This plastic box goes all the way underneath, on the side, on the top, and the front. It's the most fucked up thing I've ever seen. So what I did is I just literally ripped it all out. I didn't give a shit. Part of it was broken. It's an old car, well, 2014. It's not a show car. It's a daily. Had I known all that plastic shit was in there like that, I would have just taken off the front bumper. Watch a video on pulling the bumper off a 2014 Cadillac. CTS is the same as an ATS. Okay, just have a bunch of little bolts here, a bunch of little bolts on top, and the whole. Then you'd have to undo the light harness, the headlight assembly. You take the front bumper off, do the headlight assembly. The whole thing comes off. Again, take off all these bottom bolts. The thing is you have your whole bottom car piece there that has to come off anyway. So you're halfway off to taking it all off anyway. So my suggestion would be to take it all off. They're all 10 millimeters and 9/30 seconds or something. It's simple. All these bottom ones. All these ones on the top. Get all these off. Unplug the headlights. The whole clip will come off. Now back to the radiator. You have a hose here. You have your surge tank hose. You have a hose here. And then you have your tranny lines, one up here and one down below. You have your fan motor. These are all 10 millimeters. Every bolt on here is 10 millimeter. So you got two on the fan. You have one right under here. Yep, it's right under here. You have one like right there. You have one up in here. I believe one on the back side. One on the back side there. One on the back side up here. So you get all of the bolts loose. The fan pulls out. You can leave this cover on too. Loosen up all the hoses. Get the hoses pushed back. There we go. And then the fan kind of just shimmies out. Then to get the radiator out, they're kind of interlocking here. So this middle piece locks in the front one and the back one. So to get it out, you have to push the radiator down and lift this metal one up. Pretty simple. Pain in the butt, but simple. And then last but not least, your stock radiator. If you're looking at it, this is go this way. This is facing the inside, so you're looking out your car. Got your lower drain tank, and then you have a little sensor hole right here. Now on the stock one, it's capped. Well, when I put the new one in, it's not capped. It's sitting right here. Right there. And you can see that it's open. If you get one and it's open, here's the piece you need. It's actually a thermostat sensor. There's your part number. There's your clips. And it'll look like this. This will slide into that hole. Like that. Then I'll put the retaining clip in there. We're good to go. And then one of the last things I'll mention is these tranny lines. This is just a little clip. Get that off. Started doing videotaping. Right. That, it's a little binder clip. Can't think of retainer clip. You can just take I got this with my fingernail, but you can take a small pick, small anything, Phillips flathead screwdriver, and push at it this way, and it'll kind of pop out. And then I have a long set of needle nose pliers. So I got these pliers. Reach in there, and once it's loose, I can grab it with the pliers, pull it out. Same with the bottom one. Sorry about the dogs losing their shit. Car driving by. And then when you put it back in, make sure you're tugging on it quite a bit. I had this pop out twice, and I'm just going to check it again one more time. I thought I had it in twice, and just moving the radiator around to pop loose. So make sure that that line is in on top and bottom.